Remember the story we brought you about a doctor who decided to post a newborn's autopsy photo online? Well, let's say 2 million. $2 million will now be paid. Put it at full mass. So this story happened in Atlanta, Georgia. So in Atlanta, Jessica Ross and Trevion Isaiah Taylor Sr., the parents of a baby whose head was separated during its delivery, were awarded more than $2 million by a jury after Dr. Jackson Gates posted the post-mortem examination of their child on Instagram, July 2023. According to the parents' lawsuit, Ross and Trevion hired Dr. Gates to perform a private autopsy that summer. A few weeks later, Ross went into labor and suffered complications during her delivery. Ross spent hours attempting a natural birth, but the baby stopped progressing through the birth canal due to a rare condition, called shoulder dystocia. Doctors at Southern Regional Medical Center made multiple failed attempts to deliver the infant safely until finally performing a stat cesarean section. The baby's body and legs were delivered in that procedure, but the head was delivered vaginally. After Gates was paid $2,500 normative fee to perform the examination, he decided to post, quote, grisly and graphic videos of the child's severed head without receiving proper authorization from the parents, the suit states. The couple's attorney alleged Gates posted the clips, quote, for likes and follows. In the months posting the videos, after posting the videos, his following count on Instagram increased from about 8,300 to 11,000. Pathologist defended his actions, telling Atlanta News First, quote, I only showed a picture of the baby's face and addressed the issues. I did not divulge any information of the baby's identity or divulge anything about the family, end quote. Gates was found liable for intentional infliction of emotional distress, invasion of privacy, and fraud. A Fulton County jury recently awarded Ross and Taylor $2.25 million in damages. The suit against the hospital, however, is still pending because of their negligence and seemingly their cover-up. We'll bring you that once it's an update to the hospital part. Obviously, to the doctor who said this, first of all, you know good and damn well you should seek permission before posting something that horrific.
Right.
And from a family who just had a child who died. And Rickey, I remember this story. They went through a lot of preparation. The father went to the classes that you go to in order to breathe with your significant other. I mean, they were really planning and prepared for this child. And then all of a sudden, they have the decapitated head of their child on social media by way of a doctor they just paid to perform an autopsy because they have already likely been wronged by the initial hospital that they were at. What say you?
Yeah, Dr. Richey, they, police officers, firemen, doctors, dentists, they're gonna have to use, they need to start passing some laws to make people that serve the public liable for posting certain stuff. Just because you can don't mean that you should, or whatever. And people are doing too much with these phones. Everybody's looking for a post. Everybody's looking for some kind of validation for what they're doing. Everything is not for the internet. If you posting something like that, especially something personal and private, like if you put out certain law information, you could lose you get reported to the JIG. I think it's called the JIT. Or whatever, and you could lose your law license, for sharing certain information or whatever. But you have to respect people's privacy. That was very disrespectful and hurtful to the mother that they lost a child, the mother and the father, and for you to post something like that. That's why Vanessa Bryant went after those police officers from the sheriff department that posted the remains of some of the people that got killed in that helicopter crash. And it's just absolutely terrible. And people are doing the most with these phones, too much, absolutely no discretion and no respect.
Yeah. At least this sets case law so that in the future there's a precedent setting case to where doctors may not do this.